Hi, this is Rebecca Schmidt from Laugh, Love, Breathe Tarot, and you can check me out on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. I'm here today to offer you your weekly tarot card reading, crystal and tarot cards. And this is going to be for the week of March 16th to 22nd, 2020. So we're heading to the third week of March now. I'm sitting here doing this video in the middle of March, and I feel like there's a big shift occurring. I feel like what we went through in the last few weeks, month and a half, something like that, maybe longer for some of you, really brought us to a place, perhaps a new perspective, or what you are willing to put up with in your life and what you're not, and what you're looking for. And I feel like that precipitated some change. It's precipitating some change, perhaps. So we'll see what this week brings for us, and I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be what we need, right? What we need. So I did choose some crystals for the coming week, and crystals all have their own healing properties, and so they'll bring energies to the week, and we can use those along with what the cards say to really get the gist of what might be coming up for you. And then you can use these energies, you can work with them and use them to your advantage, and know when to slow down, know when to move forward, that sort of thing. So that's the kind of plan we're going for here, okay? All right, so let's talk about the crystals for the week. We're starting off with rose quartz, was the first crystal I was told to choose. And also we have a piece of angelite. So pinks and blues, pinks and blues. There might be some births or new birth or rebirth going on this week. Those energies come through, or perhaps you're hearing news of a birth, or having a baby yourself, or there's a new addition or a new project or a new you that you're rebirthing or bringing to life. That energy is coming through for me here. But let's talk about the actual properties of each crystal. So this is rose quartz. And of course, it has to do with the heart chakra. It's a very popular crystal. And of course, one of my favorites as well. Who doesn't love love? Well, maybe not all of you do, but I love love. The whole, everything about it. Other people's love, my love, the love for my cat, my love for the outdoors, whatever it is. I just love love. I love that feeling. I love happiness. I love the light energies that comes off of it and how it makes me feel. This crystal has there's a message coming through, sorry. This crystal has, of course, a lot to do with our heart, and it can help to open your heart. It can also help you to release grief or move through grief, or just help ease it, perhaps, give you a little gentleness. It's also really great crystal. It has a lot to do with compassion as well, and compassion for self. And of course, compassion for others. So there's this opening of your heart. So whether you, especially if you're jumping into or starting a new chapter of your life, that's where we want to be, right? Heart open, heart open. We don't want any closed off, I'm scared, fear, I don't feel good. What if that happens to me again? That's the big story, right? What if that happens to me again? You don't want that. Who wants to live like that? Who even wants to live thinking like that? I know, I have. It's no fun. And so have some compassion for yourself. Treat yourself really well. And of course, treat others with kindness as well. But it does feel like there's some more heart opening going on here. The other crystal, angelite, I love. It really brings in a sense of peace and tranquility. And it's also really great for the rebirthing process, and it stimulates healing. So I do feel like there's a lot of us that are moving forward. And we've let some stuff go, and we're ready to, rise again. And show the world what we've got and who we are, and show ourselves who we are and what we've got, and move forward with more peace, right? Less chaos, less nervous system. I know there's a lot going on around the world right now, and people are freaking out, and them freaking out is making other people freak out, right? And everything's just going nutty. So let's bring it down. Let's breathe. Let's come back to ourselves. Let's feel our heartbeats. Let's do things that feel good for ourselves. And let's see what this week has to bring. Let's see what's coming. March 16th to 22nd, a card just flew out, as you see. I wanted to ask for a card for the beginning of the week, so I'm going to save that card as like an extra message. So what I do, as you just saw, is I just shuffle till cards fly out or pop out. So we're looking for a card for the beginning of the week. March 16th, you see that one? That's the card. March 16th to 22nd. Wow, guys, this was coming up strong all last week too. The devil. All right, the universe is really wanting you to let go, or at least find some awareness or acceptance to do with your attachments, the limitations you've placed on yourself. Maybe through here, maybe through what other people have told you or society has told you. Fear, codependence, leaning on others for your own happiness. Not just leaning on them, depending on them for your own happiness and freedom. And it's time to break these chains, right? Any addictions, any addictive patterns that you have going on, maybe due to all this fear and, oh my God, the world's going to end. You're just like, fuck it. And you're like eating crap, or you're whatever your thing is, right? This could also be, I'm hearing old patterns. A lot of it was going on last week. It was a lot of these old patterns that we may have created a long time ago in our childhood or earlier. Those kind of foundation years or whatever, foundation building years. Something might have happened that hurt you and scared you and was a little traumatic, and because you were younger and not an adult and didn't have as much experience, you created, I mean, it's really cool what humans do. We create these ways to protect ourselves and these coping mechanisms to deal with things. But they might have worked at that time, and I'm sure they did work, and I hope that they helped you, but they're not working for you anymore, and they've turned into really limiting yourself and blocking yourself from what could be good, because you're spending all your time trying to protect yourself. So if that happens, oh no, I better do this. Oh no, what if that happens? That's going to hurt me. No, like it's this energy, it goes on, it's this whole cycle. And the more you think about it, the more it comes in. So let's say goodbye to some of this fear. Let's try to focus on the light, the love, peace, tranquility. Let's bring that in, okay? And it's okay. If you need support, please reach out to somebody. If you need professional support, nothing to be ashamed of. That's a good thing to do. If you broke your arm, you would go to the hospital, okay? So if you feel like something else in you is broken, or you're not able to deal, or it's blocking your life, then you go and you get help. There's people there to help you. I'm happy to do a reading for you, but I know there's levels much above what I can offer that some of you might need. But other people, it's just going to be like an aha moment. Like this is your ego that's just been cycling, creating this pattern, telling you these stories over and over. And I feel like it really has to do with society and the media right now. You can look at the media as the devil right now. Turn it off. Go outside. Hug your friends. If you're stuck in your house in this quarantine thing, play the music. Look at what those Italians are doing. Find the love, okay? Find the love. All right, let's go into the middle of the week. God, devil, we want to let you go. I've had enough of you already. But I told you, we're going through this shift, right? So sometimes we have to crash down in order to rebirth, right? Got to burn all the things down to the ashes in order to rise again. So let's see what happens. Okay, guys, what's going on for the middle of the week? There's the card. Gosh, here we go, the death card. This is it. This is the transformation. This is the old and the new, right? This card is literally about death and rebirth. I can't believe how many times I've said rebirth in this video. If you're into like drinking games, this might be a fun one. Go back to the beginning and drink every time I say rebirth, rebirth, rebirth. Okay. Don't drink that much. I'm just kidding. And actually, you know what? Maybe just don't drink a lot this week, because this is heavy. And you might want to do things more like sleep and meditate and go for a walk and eat healthy foods and do things that feel good for you. So death and rebirth. We're leaving the old. We're moving into the new. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about any of this. These are major arcana cards. That means there's a divine energy. This was supposed to happen exactly how it's happening. So stop fighting it and just allow it. Let things fall away that are no longer working. or are no longer, like, you can't, if you're fighting to really hold on to something, maybe it's time to let it go. Maybe something new will grow in its place. Who knows? You know what this is about. You're going to know what this is about. And on a greater level, on a collective level, we're seeing this in the world. So this is our changeover. This is systems, and it's scary. I know, I get it. It's scary, and we're seeing systems crashing and all kinds of things crashing down, right? But they're going to be rebuilt. Please have that faith. Please. Your collective good thoughts, positive energy really is necessary right now, okay? So if everyone can spend a few moments, even if that's all you got, just envisioning the whole world in peace. Imagine yourself hugging the whole world, or the whole world dancing, having a dance party. That's a fun vision. I like that one. Let's do that one. The whole world is dancing. They're just like getting down and they're happy. Let's imagine that, okay? Because that energy really does create a buzz, and the world really needs that buzz. So let's see what else is going on in the weekend. Wow, this is an interesting week, but this is interesting times. Here we are. So let's do what we can, and what we can do is love ourselves and love the people close to us. All right, for the weekend, we have the King of Swords. Swords have to do with the element of air. And they have to do with our mental processes, our thoughts, our deep-seated beliefs, as well as communications. And a king is, I feel like this, if this is a person, or it could be characteristics that you're seeing in yourself, or that you've decided to embrace, whatever it is, or whoever it is, I feel like it's someone coming in. Like there's going to be someone that's kind of prominent in your weekend energy, and it's the King of Swords. So this would be a person that's quite intelligent. They might be a leader in their field. This could be a scientist or an author, someone who's a really good communicator, like almost like the prime minister or the president, or that kind of energy is going on here as well. It feels like a leader, and I'm hearing world leader. So we may be hearing something next weekend. Sorry, I'm shooting this on the 15th. So on the coming weekend, big news from a world leader, and maybe some big decisions, or it feels like a big announcement, perhaps. So the card that fell out first was the King of Wands. So here's another king. All right, this one quite different from this one. This is fire, this is air. Interesting how they need each other in order to exist. This is our zest for life. This is your creativity, inspirations, passion. That's what wands have to do with the element of fire. That's their elements, I guess, for lack of a better word at the moment. The king, this is a passionate leader. This is an artist, a musician. This kind of has to do with the daily reading that I wrote on the 15th, actually, where things that you can do, and they're bringing me the image of those Italian musicians on their balconies playing to each other and singing and DJing and connecting in those ways, and bringing sorry, there's like a bug or something around me. I'm in Costa Rica, so that happens out here in the jungle. Yeah, this feels like bringing your passion in, bringing in your special talent, finding that joy, finding the zest for life within all of this. And we might also see another leader or another person in your life, or perhaps this is you, that's really bringing that to the forefront. So I don't know if this is an entertainer or a musician, or perhaps this is you that's saying, okay, it's time to put forth my dance project, my song, my book, whatever it is that you're doing, your baking, your baked goods, your special thing that the world hasn't seen yet, that they really need right now. So let's do more uplifting and less fear mongering. And let me just see, I feel like, I know this video is a little longer than usual for my weeklies, but there's one more card. So let's see what Spirit wants to say. There's the Queen of Wands too. How interesting. We got the King and the Queen. So this could be to do with leaders. This could be a partnership that's going on for you this week. It could be kind of a balancing of the masculine and feminine energies, but these are fiery, passionate energies. These people, if they're people, are both leaders. This one's super nurturing. She has risen from the ashes, in fact, And here's her steadfast partner that's like, we got this, babe. Let's just play our music and love the earth and do follow our passions, follow our hearts. So let's lead with our heart. Let's lead with love. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support and likes and shares and all that jazz. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Let's keep building this buzz. Let's stay positive as you can, and look after yourself, and eat something really delicious today. And when I mean delicious, I mean nutritious. Like, get that fresh fruit, take a bite of that mango, whatever you got going on. Just be like in that moment, loving it. Can you do that for me? Okay, have a great week. Love you.